My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Iric wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you. All right. What is on your mind? Yes, of course. How could I forget? Iric said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men. I see. She must have been desperate. She couldn't have known she was sending them to their deaths. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we? Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. I do not know. When the Chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules. They call themselves the disciples of Andraste. They are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she were still alive. I'm old enough to know that anything is possible, child. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? I do not know. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry. They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that. How do you know? An imposter? What happened to the real Waylon? Oh, poor Waylon. I should never have dragged you into this. Maker, take you into his hands, my boy. He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say? All right. What is on your mind? I certainly hope the ashes will save him. The legends speak of their miraculous powers. There are many stories of pilgrims being healed, the blind seeing, and the lame dancing in joy. Perhaps it is Andraste that does this. Perhaps it is belief itself. By believing the ashes are magical, you make them so. Anyway, that can be discussed once we actually have the ashes, and the Arl is better. So run along and get that medallion, then. All right. What is on your mind? So run along and get that medallion, then. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you. It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring. That's wise. There are many more villagers than the ones you've already dealt with. Ah, you're back. Well? Yes, that is your key. Take me to the... Ah. Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there, a key to open the way. There are very few keys like this left in the world, but I have seen some. When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain. Now, let's see if we can open this door. There should be a place to insert this. Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain. I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings. I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go. I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn. It was designed to protect the urn from those who would steal it or do harm to it, namely the Tevinter Imperium. I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze has fallen on Andraste's final resting place. He weeps for his beloved, and his wrath at her betrayers endures. That is what the legend says, and the Maker may indeed watch this place. Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear, Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder. I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you? I'll be right here if you need me. Now I need something to write on. You're back. Have you reached the urn? Oh, did you discover something fascinating within the temple? All right then, good luck.
All right, so ordered, Dad.
You cannot win!
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe. There's been so much death and destruction. You're right. Good.
Alright, here we go. One more time. No, I'm gonna... I'm gonna go sell stuff first. Before doing that.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? There's news come out of Redcliffe. If he does, that's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Oral Wolf, that's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. There's a lot of folks. Seems like more. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. And Serlek has announced he's siding with the throne. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it. It's the Maker's own luck that we haven't been up. Maybe there's something to the talk. That this isn't a problem. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can... If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your...